Well, just had the camera going for like about a half hour. I was on the phone. But anyways, the haircut, this is isolation day number 23. So, and I'm still here. Spirits are, mediocre. But I need to change the water in my 1.5 gallon tank, where my Maximus, my beta, but it's his name is Maximus Desmon Meridious, Ruiz, and he needs to have the water changed. I had the passing away of the two snails. I didn't notice, but I got a new filter, and I thought it was a fantastic concept filter, but I didn't think about the snails. And what happens is that the filter takes the water in from the bottom, or goes through the bottom. It sucks it up from the bottom of the filter. The snails would crawl on there, and then they get stuck, and they wouldn't be able to get off. Well, at least I didn't know because I couldn't see them. But there is one left, and I'm keeping an eye on him or her. No, it's a him, but I'm keeping an eye on him, and I think it's Curly because Mo was the smallest one, and there was Mo, Larry, and Curly, and Larry was the medium one. So no, Curly was the fat one, so that was the big one. So and I think that's the one that died. But anyways, with that said, I'm going to go ahead and do this little task that I've been putting off now. I hope everybody's doing well. This is some of the type of stuff that I do to keep busy, and usually they're productive. I don't like to do counterproductive things, but I'm going to start off first here. But I got like this whole cool little setup when it comes to cleaning this particular tank, and that's not okay. That was just a call from someone or a message, because I didn't message them back yesterday, so they're a little upset. But anyways, what I do, I have a camera, a tracker. I don't know if you see it back there, but I'm trying to learn how to. I'm learning. Going through the learning part of getting used to this. And what you would do is you attach the phone onto here, which I'm not using the phone for this. I'm using my camcorder, and you attach the phone on there, and then it follows you as you walk around and all that kind of cool stuff. Okay, what I need to do though is clear up some of this stuff over here. And if you don't want to come over here without calling first, because these are long range 308s, which are pretty awesome, and Full Metal Jacket. Excuse me. And then you got the good old, I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's double odd book. And look at the brass on that. So anyways, what I do is that I will take, this is water that's already been prepared, so I don't need it right this second. But and what I mean by prepared is that I'll take it from the tap, and then I put the cleaner inside there, the antibacterial excuse me, item or liquid, whatever you want to call it, and it balances the pH and the acid in the water. So that's already completed, so I don't have to worry about that when I go to put this when I go to fill it up. And look at this Maximus in his glory. I don't know if you can see him. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna do this. No, it'll be better from there. All right. So what I'm gonna do is, I came up with this cool idea. This hose that, which actually came with a mattress that I used, an air mattress, and that mattress blew up. And instead of throwing away this hose, I figured, hey, you know what? One day I may need that hose. And sure enough, this is before I even had the concept of having a fish tank or fish bowl, whatever was even a thought. So with that said, I take this hose and I'm going to put, oh, first I need to turn off the filter. I think I can probably do it with the filter on, but I'm not going to take the chance. Turn that off. Yeah, so when yeah, I think it's curly that's alive. Yeah. So alright, so I'm gonna set them up. Alright. Okay, so now, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take 20%, well, about 10%, because I lost, some of the water has already evaporated. So I need Maximus to move. Alright, and then I'm going to go ahead and start to siphon. And look at that. I don't know if you can see it or not. I don't want to lift it up because I don't want to lose the pressure that's been created by the siphoning. But you can see the tank is going down. I'm going to take it down to about right here. And then fill it up slowly with the new water over there. And then I'm going to clean a little bit on the bowl, a little bit in there. That's about right. Okay, take that there. Yeah, and then the haircut, I'm absolutely surprised that it came out as well as it did. I mean, it only took 20 days to do the haircut, but it actually came out okay. I mean, it could have been better, but not by me doing it, because this is the best that I could do. And but basically, it's pretty easy. All I did was start off with a number 6 on the whole head. I just went all around. Then I went to a 5, which I used around this kind of area over here. And then I went down into I messed up at first because I started using without. And I don't recommend, unless you want a crew cut, to ever use the blade without having one of those spacers, because those things make a huge difference. Alright, I'm listening to a Trump right now, but you know what I wanted to add. Let me go to my fish case. And usually you should test the water and all that, but since this is only a 1.5 gallon tank, and basically there's only, I don't count the snails really that much when it comes to the habitat that's in there, or the aquatic habitat. But this is the stuff that I was talking about, which is called AquaSafe. And you add 1 tablespoon per 5 gallons, and since it's not 5 gallons, I was only, I would do the math and have a little syringe, and then just use 1/5 of that. But I need to get it. So that's okay, and I don't need to touch the water. And I'm kind of a cheapie, so what I do is I buy this carbon, and what I do, instead of using the filters, I bought a few of them first just so I can have a place to put the charcoal. So what I'll do is I'll use the filter, and then after a month I'll empty out the charcoal from the filter, run it under the sink for about a half hour. Not even a half hour, what am I talking about? Take the cloth or whatever the fabric that this part is, the mesh, the container here, and once you take out all the carbon that's in here, clean the cloth really well, and then just put this carbon here inside there, and then poof, voila, you have a filter that you don't have to spend, I think they're like $3 or something like that, $4. But this costs three or $4, and this will give me it'll last over a year. So let me get the, I have to check the pH. Okay. Ammonia. Okay, this is alright. That's the test kit here. Alright. Basically, that is it. Yeah, and one of the things is that I'm also happy about is that now there's only one snail. I only have to worry about him consuming my aquatic plants, because when you have 3 snails, if you have it live plants, they'll eat them, and it's not nice because you kind of get used to seeing the pretty greens and the little buds that bud out on some of the plants, the different varieties. I mean, there's thousands, but they eat them. The snails do. The beta loves it. It just like chills. All right, this is a little tough. All right, so now what you do is you take this little strip here. If you notice the little strip, this is so you can test the water. And I don't do it right now. Ugh, I almost messed up. I'm going to test it afterwards. And then I'll know how much I have to add, if any, of this supplementary. Alright, here. Bring you over here a little bit, Maximus. You don't want to do it really fast because you don't want to shock your fish and as well disturb any of the other life, or plants, if you happen to have any that are alive or haven't been eaten. And also you don't change the water temperature all of a sudden and put the fish to shock, or or maybe cause ick or something of that nature, because these are pretty hardy fish, but you can only take so much, whether you're a fish or a human. If a fish, they don't like a whole lot of temperature changes. Alright, so get the water up, and then I'm gonna mix it up a little bit. Where's my net? Where's my net? See, this is where the tracker will come in handy, because you'd still be able to see my beautiful room and what a mess it is. There it is. Okay. And I'm like the king of, because I don't like throwing anything away, and I've become quite frugal in my age, older age. So this is an old coat hanger, or those plastic ones that you see around. I happen to break it and then just make kind of like a little stir stick. Look at that. Shaken or stirred. Sorry, Maximus, some of you don't like this, but it's got to be done. Alright, and now we'll take the strip, give it a little minute or two so he can kind of acclimate, and the water can. Oh, let me turn the filter on. Okay, so now remember, this is basically the rule of thumb with any tank, is 20% once a month, or by eye as well, because if you have more than one creator inside the tank, they're going to cause a lot more mess than if you had if you had 3 or 4 in this tank. All right, let's just go ahead. With that said, let's test the water. Notice the strips. They're all pretty much one color except for that one on the top there, which is kind of yellow. But let's see what happens. Yeah, he's so bad. All right. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and then, let me just turn this off because this looks to be hurt too much. Somebody get in trouble. But oh no, you can show us. It's the government. All right, so you see that it turned a little more yellow. So what we do is we come over here to the pattern to see of. Let's go on this side here. Okay, fresh water. Well, that scared me there for a little bit. Okay. Ideal would be, oh my God, it's in harmful. The ammonia. Okay, so I need to harmful. Let me make sure because that's the first I've seen that. Turning it around. I don't know if you can see or not. There. I don't know. Yeah, it's leaning to this side over here, to the harmful. So I need to drop the ammonia, like big time. Yeah. So for that. Alright. Oh, that's like really high. The last time I did this test, and I think this is okay, geez. That's high. Okay, this is the one right here. Okay, so okay. Can you use this? Okay, add 1 tablespoon. I don't need that for every 10 gallons. All right. I'm just going to put a drop or 2 in here because the pH is fine. I'll go ahead and shock it. Because I said gross the on the high side. Okay, that should be okay. All right, close that. My goodness, I should have checked before to see how it was. If before I added the new water. That's that's a little concerning. I don't want my fish to die. Like that was extremely high. But I'm gonna wait about a half hour and kind of basically that's how you change the water in the tank. The filter and stuff, I'll do that when I go to change the filter, and I'll show you the little secrets and stuff that I have. But with that said, have a wonderful night, and I'll see you guys. Oh, I may be back tonight and do a couple of rips with cards. I got a couple of decent pulls from the other night, and I'm still stoked. I don't know how, but look at this beautiful card. Fernando Tatis Jr. But anyways, yeah, I got a really cool pull the other day that actually had diamonds in the card, and that was exciting. So I may do that tonight. I'm gonna finish doing the tank and go eat something, and then come back. Let me go on Facebook and lose a couple more friends because of my my political bias. But with that said, peace.